Caroline.
Honestly.
Sorry, that was aggressive. I think I'm just so pumped from all these facts.
Caroline, by the way, if you want to play this really, really well, don't get all of them wrong. That's the trap I fell into.
I'm just happy we get to spend the night together, so I don't really mind.
Yeah. Didn't know that was happening, but safe.
Logistically, that sounds very complicated. I hope it's not all night, I have to say.
I usually pass out around the second time.
Wow. OK, time out. Ed, let's break this down. Ed, are we talking before, during or after?
After.
Yeah. You pass out, you're out cold.
I can manage a couple more if I haven't had too much of a heavy day.
Yes,
Yeah.
as long as he has a glass of squash and a club biscuit, he's good to go.
Just have a segment of orange, like in football.
Does that work?
No. It is delicious. Second time, you're a young man, you're 21.
Yeah.
That's not great.
Yeah.
You want to be ranging 7 or 8 and then passing out. Your age.
Ed, you don't have to share this much. I'm not saying don't, but I'm just saying you don't. Actually, just tell me.
I don't know.
You often wake up and all of the stuff from your flat's gone.
Are you sure you're not being drugged?
Do you know what's funny is when we were in the green room, there's a few things you mentioned that I said, I could bring that up, and you said, no, please don't mention that. I'm a bit of a role model. And now you've just said that you pass out on the second time having sex. Loads of kids are going to think, yeah, do you know what's cool? Passing out second time. And they're going to be faking it. They're going to be like that, yeah. I slightly love you.
No, it's good.
Come on.
Ed, you're a good lad. Just have a coffee. Or a tea.
But then I'd need a wee halfway through. You'd end up in a weird situation where you're kind of shooting...
Classic Sheeran!
Wow. Wow. If you went for a wee in Caroline's flat, there's a good chance you'd piss on Simon Cowell's face.
Let's bloody crack on.
OK, let's do it. You know there are 2 of these, right?
Yeah.
I haven't got to do the last one on my own, have I?
Dun 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 dun
That was genius.
If I'm being honest, though, we didn't know this song.
I've got to say that was great.
Oh, you know it? You know
yeah,
it?
it's written
Okay.
here.
Okay. The person that did the song,
Yeah.
when I did the Queen's Jubilee, we got invited to the party afterwards, and we went back, and I brought my parents there.
Please don't tell you fell asleep there.
No, no, but my mum disappeared, and no one could find her for ages. Me and my dad were looking for my mum, and we found my mum 2 bottles of wine deep with this person on a sofa.
When you say
2
2 bottles of wine deep... I've got to say, I need 5 minutes just to shower my mind.
And she tweeted her the next day to say thank you.
Oh, lovely. Did she fall asleep during the second bottle?
Oh, she's going to be watching this as well. It's going to be awkward when I go home.
Caroline, have you got it?
It's Kylie Minogue.
Hey! Which song, though?
So it's Kylie Minogue.
If you were to tattoo 2 letters on your ass and bend over, it would spell it out.
It's Kylie Minogue, wow.
What's happened, Richard?
I'm just thinking that tattoo image, and it's... I tell you what, just to bring this to a close, I'm going to say, you're right, and this is how it should have sounded.
Read my lips, I'm into you.
Next one, please.
Swan?
Yeah.
Is it Mumford and Sons?
What's the song?
Is it Little Lion Man?
Yes.
Wow.
I should probably take a rest now.
For God's sake, Ed, sit down, have some fluids. You were absolutely right, and this is how it should have sounded. We also heard Kylie Minogue with Wow. Now, the song Wow came off Kylie's album X, but how many studio albums had she released at that point?
7.
I'm saying like 11 or something.
You're
Yeah.
saying like 11?
I'm going to say 9.
That's quite like 11, isn't
It's
it?
kind of like 11.
Well, there was a clue in the question. The album was
10,
called X. The answer was 10. Kylie there making characteristically good use of Roman numerals. So that means at the end of that round, Phil's team have 1 and Noel's team have 3. GNR with Welcome to the Jungle. But which of the following objects did Axl Rose demand he have backstage at one of their gigs? Was it A, an inflatable bike, B, a bilingual parrot, not really an object, that's a mammal, or C, a square melon? Ed, please apply your diagnostic approach to this particular question.
I've seen these have been created before. Is it on The Simpsons where they have square melons?
I feel like I could be playing into Sheeran's hands if I point out that
Yeah.
The Simpsons is not a documentary.
What would you want? What would you want? What
Caroline,
would you
I'm going to interrupt you there
Okay.
for a pop fact.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Europop. Since the dissolution of the much-loved Europop band Aqua in 2001...
I liked Aqua.
Who didn't? Lead singer Renee Diff has released several successful solo tracks, including the song, still proving the endurance of the genre. So, Caroline, you can have that for your records.
Thank you.
OK, let's get back to the quiz.
Caroline, your outfit matches the bike. I want to see you drive home on that bike.
I'm not scared of riding bikes, actually, on the road. I'm a bit scared of the road.
Roads are scary, though.
They are in London.
The way they go on for ages.
Well, it's scary.
So, what are we saying?
Well, Ed, come on, you got their one. Get our one.
I'm saying melon.
Really?
Really?
What's your answer?
I mean, it's Noel's team, it's not mine. I'm just sticking my
Ed,
neck out.
listen,
to be
Ed.
honest.
Hey, come on, Ed.
I'm saying square melon, yeah.
All right, don't get dramatic, though. You're going with square melon.
Yeah?
You're right. Axl Rose demanded that the band be provided with wine, beer, vodka, white roses and a square melon, claiming it was essential to his performance. Noel's team, you are in the lead, so let's get down to the bloody quiz.
Right, Ed, come on, this is all about you.
Ed.
And Flacky, come on.
Come on, Flacky. I want to fall from the stars.
I just want to. It's a thing I like to
I
do.
want to fall from the stars straight into your arms.
Simply red stars. Don't do the whole song, because time is... Maybe next time use your eyes and look at me.
Ed, come on, are you in a coma?
Maybe next time use your eyes and look at me. I'm a drama queen, if that's your thing, baby. Jerry Halliwell, look at me. I'm
Oh,
surprised
well,
you
how are we
don't
going
get
to know that? It's not music.
it. It's not poetry.
What is it?
It's her heart. People think that I'm bound to blow up. I've done around about 1,000 shows.
I haven't got a house, plus I live on a couch.
Ed Sheeran, you need me, I don't need you. I'm already asleep. Britney Spears was toxic, but which of the following objects was it reported that Britney demanded be in her dressing room while she was over here on tour? Was it A, a framed picture of Princess Diana, B, a compilation CD of Simon Cowell's Words of Wisdom, or C, a dartboard with Christina Aguilera's face on?
Well, I brought this anyway, so it's a happy coincidence.
Yeah, that's yours.
I just don't see Britney as a darts playing type.
You say that, Crosby, but a lot of people don't know this. Is Britney's middle name is the Viking. Britney the Viking Spears.
Right.
She's a very prosperous Norwegian darts player.
I wonder why more people don't know that.
That's why we're watching the show.
Why are we watching this show? It's pretty hard to know, isn't it? Sometimes it's just company, loneliness. Thoughts?
Does this CD actually exist?
Well, this is one of the many metaphysical questions we're addressing tonight, Ed. Does it exist?
Maybe Simon had a few things to say, and she thought that would be worth taking on board.
Caroline, does this ring true?
Actually, when I first started X Factor, he buys everyone presents, and he actually bought me a framed picture of himself to keep him.
Why did he buy it? Did he not own a picture of himself?
It's actually in my bathroom now,
Doing what?
looking at me, watching me shower. It sort of wakes me up when I walk in there in the morning.
I mean, there's waking up and then there's...
Let's guess. Let's decide.
You literally...
Yeah, let's guess. Why not?
literally, that is very much what you have to do within this quiz.
I don't feel that Brittany would have the sort of kind of malice in her heart to start throwing darts at people.
Her management used to have someone across the corner of the room if ever Brittany became enraged.
Who was that, Eric Bristol? Because he's got the yips, hasn't he? Is it called the yips?
When you can't throw a dart properly.
You can't let it go. So what happens is you throw it and then you just
What, you
carry
just
it
keep
on.
going? Ed, any thoughts?
Personally, I don't think the Simon Cowell CD exists.
No to the CD.
Well,
what do you think about the dartboard?
I'd say the dartboard, because they were in Disney. No, because I'm getting too deep into it. And it's
get
actually-
deep. What I like about you, Ed, is you're trying to get to the bottom of this. And that, for me, is what good quizzing is all about.
Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears were in the Disney Club together, so they were obviously mates. So
Correct.
she's going to be happy for her mate being happy.
That's right.
And Yank's obsessed with Brits.
Who?
The yanks is a condition you get when compulsively masturbating and you can't release your genitals.
You just can't let go.
I'm saying that it would be Dana, but I'm not on their team.
Ah, but you fell into a trap,
okay.
Sheeran.
This is 101 stuff. You've
Yeah.
just given them
Sorry.
sound reasoning. It's their round. Why did you do it?
Because you asked me to do
Oh,
it.
Ed, that's so simple. I'm sorry, don't R him. He's got to learn if he's going to keep in the quiz.
Next time you ask me, should I just keep quiet?
Absolutely. Stone-faced killer.